one for a few bucks. And then I'm going to have a second monitor. This cost me 60 bucks. It's pretty much dirt cheap. There's a million of them for sale. They come with, oh my gosh, HDMI to mini HDMI cable.
I'd be stressed about like messing someone up.
Well, they do it. They're good at it, so. And part of it is knowing how to cover up a mistake you made too.
Right.
Because I've had that happen where they've made a mistake and then they have to.
Did they tell you?
Yeah. All right. Now this one, I cheated and I did a Christmas morning test to see what was in here, and I can tell what it is because I know there was a couple of items that have been hanging out on the wish list for quite a while. All right, we've done the audio check. Everything's checking out. So big day. Hi, everyone. So if y'all were here for my attempt at my live stream, so one of the big disadvantages, even using StreamYard, whether I'm using OBS software or StreamYard, and I think I've decided I'm going to go ahead and sign up for StreamYard and pay, I think it was 22 bucks a month, something like that. Whichever system you're using, if you're trying to do it off of one monitor, you're going to have struggles. And I found that out. I set up a StreamYard test yesterday, and it even has a pop-up that says, you know, they suggest having multiple monitors, 2 monitors. So I jumped on Amazon yesterday after discovering that even with StreamYard, I was going to need a second monitor. The good news is that these are secondary laptop monitors, is what these are kind of called, and therefore they are for, you've got a laptop and you want to have more than one monitor, these come into play. This is a 15.6 inch, which is exactly the same size as my laptop monitor. They connect via either USB-C, which I don't have on my laptop, or they connect through HDMI, which I do have on my laptop, thankfully. If I'm correct in what I read, this uses a mini HDMI. My laptop has full size, so I need a full size to mini HDMI cable, which I do believe I have in my junk bin, believe it or not, because we don't throw stuff away, right? When it comes to cables and connections and things, all of us people, we don't get rid of any of that stuff. I know it says it right here, but I can't read that. So let me zoom in here. Yeah, mini HDMI. And then I need, so if I had type C, if I was using USB-C off of a laptop, if I had USB-C out into here, that would be the only cable I need. But because I'm using HDMI, I need power for this, which I can supply via my USB. So I need, which I have 100 of, a USB-A to USB-C cable. So I have my little USB hub that I plugged in back here. So I have an open port. So I'll plug a USB cable into that, into my monitor, the HDMI standard to HDMI mini cable, which I'm pretty certain I have over there in my bin. If not, I'll just order one for a few bucks. And then I'm going to have a second monitor. And these things, this cost me 60 bucks. It's pretty much dirt cheap. There's a million of them for sale. They come with, oh my gosh, HDMI to mini HDMI cable. Ba-boom, there it is right there. And then it comes with a USB-C to USB-C, which unfortunately, because my laptop doesn't have USB-C, I can't use that I'm going to get this hooked up. I'm going to have to do some rearranging up here, obviously. And this, having a second monitor, is going to let me put the YouTube video that I want to talk about on the second monitor. And then my software and my control and all of your comments will be on my laptop monitor or vice versa. That way, I'm not having to flip back and forth to control the video, to pause the video. It's going to be on its own monitor. This is the answer to all of my nightmares that I was going through. I kind of discovered early on that I was going to really need to have a second monitor, but I tried to figure out a way to make it work because I'm cheap and I didn't want to get a second monitor. But then, I came to the realization that I was going to need a second monitor. And then when I went and looked at them, $61, I believe. There were a couple that were cheaper, like $56. They're all almost identical. The reviews on this one were very good. The folks said that this one had a better control system. The buttons on the side, how often am I going to have to adjust the brightness and contrast? Probably like once the initial time, and that's about it. So not a super huge concern. I ordered it yesterday afternoon, and it's noon, and it's already delivered. Boy, I miss the old Amazon one-day delivery that I paid for through the nose every year, but only am able to take advantage of for the few months that we're back here in New York, and all the rest of the time I'm looking at, well, you know how it is. Sometimes it can be 9 days before I get an Amazon Prime item delivered to me, depending on where I am. Speaking of delivery, so the other day I said to Mom, I was getting Lefty's kibble out of his food bin, and I said, boy, my Chewy box should have been here by now. It seems like it's late. And yesterday, or the day before, I get an email from Galaxy Travelers Outpost out in Quartzsite. My mail service used to be called BCM. Said, you got mail. And they showed a picture of the package, and it's my Chewy box. So my Chewy box is in Quartzsite, and Lefty's downstairs with me in New York. So I'm on the auto ship with Chewy, but if you've ever used the auto ship, you can skip a shipment. And I skipped, like I haven't ordered one since we've been here because Mom had ordered a bag of food for Lefty. She wanted to have a bag here when we arrived. And I had some like that I had received not long before we left out west. So I didn't need to get another bag yet until just recently. So I went on Chewy and boom, your next, I got an email from them. It says your next auto ship is ready to go. You have 4 days to look at the order, skip it if you want to. So I went on there and I just said, yep, I'm going to let it go ahead and ship. Not even thinking about the fact that the last time I had it shipped was in Quartzsite. And I didn't even look at the address, so they shipped it to where I told them to ship it to, which is Quartzsite. So I emailed the young ladies out there at, I call it GTO, Galaxy Travelers Outpost. I emailed them at GTO and I told them what happened, and they said, yeah, they were kind of surprised to see a box show up out there for me because it was 123 degrees. And so I said, I'll pay you, a storage fee to hold it there until we get back out there. And she said she's pretty sure it'll go rancid in that amount of time in the heat out there. And that she had that happen to her dog's food. I didn't know it goes bad, but it makes sense. It's a food item. I'm going to contact Chewy and see if they can do anything for me. Obviously, it's my fault. I didn't check the address. I've been a long-time customer. I hope that they will either forward it from out there, have the ladies at GTO forward it back to me here, or they ship me a new bag here to New York. But either way, I need to get a hold of Chewy and figure out if there's anything that they can do to help me pull my head out of, because I shipped Lefty's food to Arizona while we are in Western New York.
Well, good news on the Chewy debacle. I contacted them through their website chat, and they shipped me a new bag here to New York, no charge. I was really surprised. The young lady that I was chatting with, I told her what happened. It shipped to the wrong address. I had the wrong address selected because I've had it shipped. I have a list of addresses from all the different places that we've had Chewy packages shipped to, and these are 33-pound bags. These are big bags of dog food. I think the cost on them, they used to be $55. I think now they're like almost $80, like $78, and that's with the discount you get for being an auto ship person. So the price, and that's over about the last 2 years, the price just shot up. So I told her what happened, and she said, "What's the address that you would like it to be shipped to?" And I typed, my address here at Mom's house. And she came back and she said, "I've just placed an order for you. Expect it to be there within 1 to 3 days." And she's not saying anything about charging me and I just said, "Oh, that's so great. Thank you." And that was pretty much the end of the chat session. And the next day, a Chewy box showed up here. After we got off the chat, I looked at my Chewy account and it showed the new order she had placed with a charge of $0, free. So they shipped me a new bag, my fault, and even better, the two young ladies that run Galaxy GTO, Galaxy Travelers Outpost out there, I said, "You can, whatever you want to do with that bag of food." I know they have a dog similar to Lefty's breed. I said, "If you want to, if your dog will take that food," and she said, "Oh, she has a really sensitive stomach, but we'll find somebody, or maybe they can distribute it to multiple people, because that's a lot of food. 33-pound bag is a lot of food." So I said, "Whatever you guys feel is the best way to, give that away to somebody, then just whatever you feel like is the right thing to do." Because for me to ship that back across from Arizona to here, I'll guarantee it would probably cost me, almost as much as a bag of food. I don't know how they can ship stuff for free. I guess it's all baked into the cost of the goods. But I got a new bag of food for no charge. Thank you, Chewy. And I was able to kind of donate that bag of food to wherever it ends up and whatever dogs end up eating that out there in Arizona. So that was the end to that mess up. And in the future, I've just got to be a little more astute and make sure I'm selecting the correct address when I have my Chewy order shipped. What a knucklehead. But I got out of that one without having to pay for another order. Thank you, Chewy.
The trials and tribulations of being a traveling person with a dog. What a dumpski I am. All right, well, I'm going to fiddle around with this thing. Obviously, I'm chomping at the bit to work on this, so I just wanted y'all to be here when I open this up, and imagine my excitement when I found the HDMI cable already in the package. Holy cannoli. I already love this thing. I already love it. I have never had dual monitors in my entire life. Ever. I'm thinking back to like all of my jobs, and I never did. So this is a new thing for me. Super excited. What are you huffing and puffing about? So this is the Ausom DT2 Pro. Last year, if you recall, we looked at their DT1 Pro. So this is the next level up, the modern version of last year's model. Oh my gosh, what a difference. I just rode this thing, got footage of it way smoother going over bumps. They've done something with the suspension, but I was able to go over that grass field, and that's not a smooth field, and this thing was just humming right along. And on the road, on the pavement, this thing on the pavement is butter smooth. It's incredibly nice riding. I'm going to share a secret. I just got this thing up to 44 miles an hour. Spec on it is 42 miles an hour for a top speed. I hit 44, and I could have kept going. This thing is a monster. How do they do that? Dual motors, and these are 1100 watt motors. So you got one in the front wheel and one in the back wheel. Last year's model, the DT1, had 1000 watt motors, if I'm remembering correctly. So dual 1100 watt motors. And the battery, it's a 52 volt battery with 1216 watt hours. That's a lot of juice for this thing. And it only weighs 74 pounds net weight. So that's why this thing hauls, because it's got so much power in a lightweight form. You see me wearing this little card here. So this has that little NFC dongle security system. They include 2 of these. This is what the DT1 had. It had 3 of these. It didn't have this card style. So when you turn it on, the screen comes on, but then it goes into a standby mode until you touch either this or this. If I was going to be riding this thing around, I would probably carry this card in my wallet. You know, it's the size of a business card. It's a little bit smaller than a business card, but I would carry it in my wallet just for safekeeping. And then once you touch the screen with either one of these devices, it comes alive and then you can move. So if someone tried to steal this, it would power on, but then the screen goes blank waiting for you to touch one of these NFC chips. So the spec, like I said, 42 miles top speed. It has a 71 mile range on this battery setup. So 71 miles. So 35 miles there, 35 miles back, you'll be good. It can hold up to 297 pounds. That's a big person to get on here. So 3-inch wide, 10-inch tires. Really smooth riding tires too. I did set the air pressure on these. I can't recall what I set it to, but I know that I set them even based upon what was on the sidewall. This has dual hydraulic brakes, front and rear, ABS built in, and I could feel it working. When I was skidding in some gravel, I can feel the ABS working. So 74 pounds, 6061 aluminum, not heavy at all. This folds down so you can pick it up. You can put it in basically any vehicle. You loosen this knob here, pull this pin out, this folds down, latches right under there, kickstand, and there you go. Now it's ready to load. 74 pounds, I think it was. Kickstand back down, flip it back up, and just tighten that back in there, ready to go. And it lets you just pick this thing up and put it in the back seat, back hatch of any vehicle at all. So I want to thank Ausom for letting me ride this thing. It is absolutely beautiful. I love all the light treatment they've given it. I have a $50 coupon code. I'll put the link for this down in the description. Go check it out. It's not super expensive. If you want a scooter, get this one. It has different modes. You don't have to ride it on the super fast mode. You can put it on eco, or in the middle, it's got sport mode. And then if you want to go crazy, it's got race mode, they call it, which is the fast one. I really like this thing. Really nice riding, very smooth. Check out the links in the video description. Thanks again, Ausom. Let's get back to the video.
Yeah. Alright, so what brought you in today?
So what I'm looking for, honey, is I'd like to go with a number 1 on the sides, and then we're going to leave the top as it is.
Okay. Look, back for me.
Part-
Head back.
What do you mean?
Like that. So I can
Just, okay.
see. I need like a stool.
You do, okay. Position it where you'd like. So, yeah, the shaving is going to go all the way around under here,
Right.
okay?
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Hit it. Just wing it. Just go for it.
Where should I start?
You know, you go up this
Yeah,
way.
that's what I
Yeah. You can push right against my scalp. Just push right against. Let the plastic thing do the spacing. There you go.
I'm gonna come over to the side.
Yeah.
It's not as scary as I thought.
No. Trimmers do all the work. And once we go to like the 0 blade, then you do all that around the ear and all that and get it all cleaned up, you know. So right now you're just kind of bulk removing with that number 2 blade. At some point you're going to need to go to the next shorter attachment, you know.
There's so much hair going on. I didn't even look.
I haven't had my hair cut in months, honey. Like 4 months.
Crazy.
I grew it out on purpose because I wanted to do this hairstyle. So this is all a plan. Yeah. Can you let me get up and go check that camera real quick? It's not recording!
No way.
Stupid I am. God.
Well, that other one is.
Yeah, let's hope.
I can see the red dot.
Yep.
Well,
So
at least
all
you
our
checked
mics
it.
were not being recorded.
Well, the other one has audio, right?
It does. As much as I even tested it and everything worked. And then I must have forgot to hit record because then the camera shuts itself off if it's not recording. Because I noticed, I looked over and it didn't look like the lens was extended. That's what made me want to go check it. I am not the smartest YouTuber, I guess. You can clean off the thing every once in a while with the brush if you need to.
When you like put your hands through your hair, do that how you would usually do it, so I know like where exactly.
What do you mean? I just go like this.
Okay. Okay.
And whatever goes back, and whatever, you know.
Okay.
Shorter blade.
Yeah.
Okay.
How short did you want it?
Well, short, like that's a 0.
This?
I said you can do the cleanup later with the short ones,
Okay.
so we're not really worried about that right now. So we were on a number 2. We can go to a number 1.
Do you usually like clean up your neck into?
Yeah, I mean, we'll do that at the end with no attachment.
Okay.
I mean, like a real barber shop does that with a straight razor.
Right.
They shave your neck, you know. And I do it periodically with my razor. I just can't see it, but I keep it pretty clean. As long as it gets done at the barber shop, I can maintain it after that.
Yeah.
Make sure that your thumb hasn't slid that thing.
Have you done that before?
What?
Slid the thing down?
Oh, yeah. When I'm shaving my face, then all of a sudden I realize, I'm like, boy, it seems like it's not getting as close.
I don't know how people do this.
For a job?
Yeah. I'd be stressed about like messing someone up.
Well, they do it. They're good at it, so. And part of it is knowing how to cover up a mistake you made, too.
Right.
Because I've had that happen where they've made a mistake and then they have to,
Do they tell you?
yeah. Then they're like, well, what I can do is I can shave this down really close. I'm like, yeah, whatever you got to do, it's no big deal. It all grows back. I'm not trying to go on the red carpet or anything, you know. Like here, we could go to 0 here.
I like it where it is right now.
I need a mirror, but I don't have one. Hold on.
I just have to clean the top, like, exactly where it, you want it long.
Oh, yeah, you're killing it, sugar.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So you see, like, the little pieces, like, on the side? Do you want those cut off?
Like here?
Yeah.
Well, that's the line, right?
Yeah.
And so, yes, like, I think that, you know, you're going to have to go,
Yeah.
yeah, good call. So it's a distinctive line between really short and
Yeah.
really long,
Yeah.
right?
Let me get my stool. What are you doing for the rest of the day?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Turn your blade upside down and come down.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
See if that works.
Yeah. I heard they're having another protest.
For what?
Trump.
I mean, he's the president.
Did Mom ever cut your hair?
Your mother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. She keeps sending me, hi David, good morning. And I answer her, I'm like, hi, what's up? And then I don't hear back from
She
her.
does the same thing to me.
Maybe we're all on a list and she just, you know, we're all BCC'd and
Yeah.
in the
Well,
text.
she's always like that.
So I'm like, hey, what's up? How are you? No,
Yep.
no response.
Yep.
And then like the next day, good morning.
Austin's friend just applied for his passport.
You have yours?
Yeah, mine doesn't. I've had mine since 2017 and it lasts 10 years.
Yeah.
So,
You checked the date on it?
yeah.
Okay.
And you have to, it can't expire within like 6 months of your trip. Mine doesn't expire till 2027, so. But I'm gonna try to get my international license. You just go to AAA and like fill out a form, and then they take your picture and stuff. because one of the hotels we're staying at is on a racetrack, and you can rent you can ride around the track.
Word?
They have Supras that you can drive, an automatic one.
He's driving a Honda 2000. This fool's driving a Honda 2000. So I'll win. That clip is classic.
Put your
Do you want me to go do
yeah.
something?
Go look and see what else.
Oh my God.
Why are you in the front, Lefty's in the back?
Whew. Actually, just having two monitors in my daily work of editing and everything, it's so great. Like I can have the folder of all the files that I'm using to edit a video, and then over here I have my editing software, so I don't have to flip to the folder over here and, I go over here to the file and drag it right over into the editing software. So I love having dual monitors. I'm thinking about adding a third over here, but that would be wackadoodle. So a couple of things. I've got a couple of packages here that showed up, and I do believe that we may have broken the streak on wish list items that come for David and not for that guy who has a big pile of them sitting over there from the last opening session we did. I got another jury summons. They will not let me off the hook. So I had my original summons when I was out in Colorado, so I got a postponement and postponed it till we were going to be back here in New York. I forget if I did May, June, whatever it was. But right as it came time to show up, and I actually had to show up, the way they do it, you have to start calling or looking on their website the night before, and you find out whether you do or you don't have to show up. So the first night, I didn't have to show up the next day. But then the second night, I did have to show up the following day. And this was it might have been 2 days after AC had passed. And so I sent them a message. I told them what was going on. I said, can I postpone this? I know I've already had a postponement because I was out of the state. And they replied back and they said, absolutely. Just pick a day within the next, 6 months that you're going to be available. So I had to pick a time that I knew we were still going to be here, I believe. I don't remember exactly. But obviously I picked August because this showed up in the mail a couple days ago that I have been picked again. And this time it's August 14th. So today is the 4th. So I have to start contacting them. It doesn't mean I have to show up. It just means that I might have to. So I have to start contacting them on Thursday the 14th, see if I have to appear the next day. And then once you go and you appear, or once you show up, if the subject of the trial is something that you're not okay with, I've had some things happen in my life that were not great, and there are, I don't want to call it triggers, but there are things that would make me not be comfortable having to sit and listen to or make a decision on and be objective and not be biased just because of my history and my background. So I could still ask, if that happens, I could still ask to be excused once I show up there. We got to see what happens. But one thing that I did notice between the original summons when I was out of state and then the one that I got when we were back here back in June, it was $40 a day that they paid you. Well, I got a raise because now it's $72 a day. So just from a couple months ago, it went from 40 to 72 bucks a day. So at most, it would be a 5-day trial. That's what they say on here, that it would be that you have to be available for 5 days. You have to be on standby for 5 days. Oh, okay, so the trial could be who knows how long. I don't know why I keep popping up on their list. So we got a couple of Amazon packages. I don't think I've ordered anything from Amazon, so these must be from y'all. What in the holy glory of world is this? Non-slip flexible tool tray. The grip mat. Respect your workflow. Oh, I love it. I love this. This is from Greg. Enjoy your gift. Use the grip mats for keeping track of small items when you're working on a project. Yeah, so this is something you would lay, you know, you're working under the hood, you lay this there, you're undoing bolts, you've got wrenches that you're using. Oh, so this is a soft, look at that, it's a pliable rubber, veteran owned and operated. See an American flag on here. How do I use it? Clean it before use, rinse with soap and water and wipe dry. Load it up with your tools and hardware for the task at hand, and then get to work. Set the grip mat next to you while you work and get the job done in a flash. Well, heck yeah, I could use more flashes in my projects. This is so great. I love their packaging. This is, you can tell this is, you know, this is done from somebody who's from around here, if you know what I mean. You know, this is super cool. Veteran owned and operated. Thank you, Greg, for sending me this. It's a duo pack. Oh, so there must be two of them in here. Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Grip mat. So you got a big one and you got a little one that fits in there. So cool. I cannot wait to start using this. You know, I've got some of those magnetic trays, and they're okay, they're good, right? So this is grippy. That's why I like it, grip mat, because I could see you could lay it on something, you know, and it's gonna hang there. Like literally, it's gonna hang there. How do I come up with these? I don't know. I ask you. I love it. Thank you again, Greg. You just made my day, buddy. Thank you for this. Really super cool. That's going right to the toolkit. So great. All right. Now this one, I cheated and I did a Christmas morning test to see what was in here, and I can tell what it is because I know there was a couple of items that have been hanging out on the wish list for quite a while, and that's one of them. Oh, so this is a bit holder. I use bits, you know, all the time, and this gives you just a little bit of extra. You know, I have a screwdriver shaped one that gives you, it is definitely handy for a lot of things, but what I found with it is you can't get a lot of torque on it. This is going to let me get some more torque. And this came from Les. Thank you, Les. You've sent me things in the past, I do believe. Thank you, sir. Very appreciated. Yes, this is going right in the toolkit. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. What a day for me. What do we got here? The other tool. Oh, this is the other one. Oh my gosh. This is a Motion Pro brand T-handle 1/4 inch drive. So you can put sockets on here. So many things. Same thing. Instead of using a bit, if there's not a bit, if it's, you know, a 10 mil, 8 mil, and I got a socket, and normally I'd use a ratchet, bam, now I've got this. I have wanted this, and look, it's got it on both here and here. So you can put it on this and get even more torque, because now you've got this long one. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you. From Greg. It's the same Greg. Greg, brother, you have just overloaded me with joy. It's so stupid. I have wanted one of these and one of these for so long. These are not expensive. I don't know what it is. I always say it. I don't treat myself to things. I get by with what I have. just the way I'm wired. But man, I am so happy to have these things. Oh my gosh. I am so lucky. Thank you guys for hooking me up with these things. I am so lucky. Thank you.
Everyone, take care, be safe, and we'll see y'all again real soon.
Bam! That's what's up.
Yeah.
Gut. I don't understand what you're talking about. Huh? You can't really see out the window like that, brother. Oh, good Lord. Excuse me. You doing some exercises there? Gonna push off the chair? Look at this knucklehead. What are you doing? Huh? Go with your... Oh, you got an ear crooked. Come on, make yourself look pretty. Get your handsomeness back. Flip that ear around. Flip that ear. That probably did it. Yup, there you go. Shake it off. Yep. I got the window open for him this morning because it's a beautiful day. It is a little warm, but not too bad yet. Oh my gosh, it's 11 a.m. already? I thought it was like 9. How do I do this to myself? Well, I went out and shot a bunch of video this morning. That's why. See, I didn't calculate that into my time allotment, my time usage this morning. There you go. Comfy? Sir? I just gave him an extra piece of chicken jerky because he was a good boy. Oh, you gonna clean your paws? You gonna clean your paws? There you go. Okay. That's his pacifier. His pre-nap little ritual here. That's a good puppy. Many times his eyes will be closed while he's doing that. He's just like in Star Trek land, you know, just zoning out, cleaning those paws. You hear my chair creaking? You think I'm about to get up? Okay, I got to get back to work, brother. Thank you for stopping and listening. It's very nice of you. I got to get back to work. Okay? See, there's something in that statement that's making him freeze. Okay, I got to get back to work. That's a good puppy. Good puppy.